What's great with you today? I'm getting ready for a dynamic table stretch that's good for ligaments, good for joints, good to release that source muscle. But today is Wellness Wednesday, and today I want to talk about releasing built up energy. If something aggravates you or something bothers you, don't brush it off. Don't let it pile up because when it pile up, a drop, if we keep dropping a single drop in a bucket, that bucket eventually will fill up and overflow, regardless of how small those drops is. It might take a little longer, but that bucket will overflow. And so when I say address a problem, I'm not saying be aggressive or disrespectful, but let somebody know when you said this is how that made me feel. A lot of times people might be caught up in their own situations mentally and don't realize the tone that they're using. A lot of times I used to take it personal. So I had to realize within myself for me to hold the space for them because I know how it feels to be agitated and aggravated, but still have to deal with people. So I don't send that energy back to them. I breathe and I have compassion because I remember I used to be in that mind frame when I was going through that mental struggle or that pain trying to come out something. But that pain is definitely vital to get our attention. Say, hey, something going on, something needs your attention. So to get rid of that build up residue, I love nature. Watch ducks. If you ever in nature, if you see two ducks arguing or get into a disagreement, it's gonna last for a few. But when that duck will go off, you're gonna see him shake his feathers very aggressively. And what that does is that get rid of that residue of that aggression. That get rid of that residue of that tension that it went through. So now it doesn't build up. They handle the situation, they released it, and now they're not harboring that all throughout the day. They don't keep telling that story over and over again. Once you go through a situation, leave it where it is. Don't every time you talk about it, that bonds you back to that emotion. That bonds you back to that situation. Stop taking it personal. If we take it personal, that's a key moment to realize this could be a trigger. If somebody trigger us, if someone play with our trigger and they get shot, they can't blame our gun because they playing with our trigger. We got to know what our trigger is to protect ourselves so we don't release and engage. Yes, they are playing with our trigger, but I don't mean we should fire off. It should be a sign come on in our car, need gas. When we're triggered, it's better to kind of breathe into it and say nothing. Yeah, they playing with our trigger, but don't let that gun loose. Breathe, say nothing, and walk away. After you get your composure, go back to them and express what happened. They don't need to get your blood pressure up. They don't need to start dumping adrenaline in your body, cortisone from adrenal glands on top of your kidneys, like you ready it's go time. It's not go time. You might be at work. We can't pop off. We can't pop off and make a small situation way bigger than what it is. That's the energy being stored up. We're not saying nothing. We're not expressing it. We might go home and sit on the sofa. We have no type of activity whatsoever. We gotta get active. Even if we sitting home watching TV or studying, take 2 minutes, do some push-ups, squats, something to get that energy going, help those chemicals, that dopamine, that feel good in your brain, man. Get out in nature. Let the sun get you. We need false lights and all this air conditioning. Come outside and balance yourself. We have to have a balance. Yes, we need finances. We need balance also too. Stop letting small stuff build up. Stop letting those drops in that bucket get so big. Put a hole in that bucket. So when the drop come in, the drop can come out because you breathe it. Don't clench. Release. Allow it to pass through you. Use it as a sign to show you this is something that we can work on. Use it as a lesson. Stop looking at it as good or bad. We can't run from the pain. Yes, I have bipolar with aggressive tendencies. I don't claim it. Sometimes I catch the bipolar. But when it comes in, I breathe. I get busy. I might box. I might jump rope. I go jogging. I'm not going to sit and let it resonate on me. That's why I became a personal trainer. I know how important it is to move through it. That's why I became a health and wellness coach because of nutrition and the food. I became an impact coach to change that subconscious belief system in our mind. What's your belief system? Why are we harboring pain? Check it. What's going on? How is it helping you right now? If it isn't, breathe into it, dispute it, challenge it. Don't disallow it because you hear it. It's an old residue. Use that energy instead of popping off to self-reflect, that inner work, and see why did this right here, why or what situation, what old residue or what old resentment am I having that makes me want to pop off? Flap your wings, shake it off, get up, move a little bit. Sound sweating? Sun, let the sun hit you. Breathe, let loose those feelings of guilt, shame, embarrassment. I shoulda, coulda, woulda. There's no time like now. I am love. I am powerful. I am abundance. I am wellness. I am Namaste Thug. Like, share, and subscribe. Do me a favor. Send it to somebody you think that might benefit from this. Them benefiting helps me benefit. Be that change that you want to see. Your wellness is your wealth. Namaste Thug. Love you some you today, man. Peace.